Good morning, students. As you know that from today I will teach you science of ninth class. So in a ninth class, the first topic related with the physics, and that topic is called motion. As you know that if we say that a body is in a motion, it means the body changes its place from one point to another point. You see here, in a beginning, a body X is at A, and after times T, we saw that X body reaches to B after covering a distance of X. So what we conclude here? We conclude here the body changes its position after time T. It means this type of body is called the body is in motion. A body is said to be a motion when it changes its position with the time. But when we define the term motion, that motion term is not a absolute. And whenever we define the position of a body which is in motion, we relate that body with the surrounding of any of the objects, and then we can define whether it is a motion, whether the body is in motion or it is in rest. So, for example, you saw that when a passengers sit on a moving train, and there is a platform, and the train is moving. Then what we see that the passenger has two type of states. For the train, inside the train, for the floor of the train, for the walls of the train, the passenger remains the same, or the passenger in rest, because it does not change its position with respect to train. But when we take platform as a reference point, and with that reference point, when we want to define the position of the passenger of the moving train, then we see that the passenger is moving with respect to platform. So you see that the same object has a different state of the body with different reference points, So that is why we can say that the motion is a relative terms. It is not absolute, it is a relative terms. So this is all about the motion. Now when we move further, we saw that in that chapters we have many physical quantity, and that quantity is compared with each other. Then we saw that some difference between them, like speed and velocity, like distance and displacements. So these are the different terms. But when we listen that word, like it has the same significance in a numerical, sometimes it is a same significance, but the concept wise both are different. Distance travel or displacement, speed and velocity. So these are the physical quantity. Physical quantity means the quantity that can be measured. So here we first discuss distance travel, distance travel and displacements. For example, for understand the concept of this distance travel, suppose that this is a figure, a person is here, A, B and C. This is the origin points, starting points, and person want to reach to that position. Destination is here, जहाँ दोनों को जहाँ पहुँचना है. But that person has two options to move that place. One, A to directly C, and second option is there, A to B, and second option is there, A to B and then B to C. So these are the two options. But these options related with displacement, and these options A to B and then B to C, that options tells about the distance travel. So what is distance travel? Distance, when we calculate the distance travel, it is a longest path from origin to final position. Like this, you see here, when we distance travels, this is about the distance travel. It is the longest path from the origin, this is origin, to final position, from A to B and then B to C. This is the longest path. We have two options, one directly A to C and second one there A to B and then B to C. So you see that this distance, when we want to define distance travel, then we can say that it is the longest path from the origin or beginning point to final position of the body. It is a distance. It is a measured distance or length, you can say length of the path, but it is a longer path. But when we define the displacements displacement is what? It is a shortest path of the length, shortest length of the path from initial to final points. But you see here, when the distance travel we want to calculate, and then what we do, we definitely opt that particular directions. Here is direction must be considered, and that's why this displacement is called a type of physical quantity which is known as vector quantity. But here is a direction is not notified or specified, and that's why it is a scalar quantity. So we have this, we have already known these two terms, but they are different to each other, and in a book you can calculate distance travel or displacement on the numericals part. Now, as we say that vector quantity, physical quantity has two types, vector quantity and a scalar quantity. Vector quantity means, as we have said that displacements, it is a vector quantity because it has magnitude, means इसका कुछ वैल्यू भी होगा, मैग्नीट्यूड्स न्यूमेरिक वैल्यू होगा, it has magnitude and also it has direction. Those physical quantity which has magnitude as well as direction, this type of physical quantity is called a vector quantity. But one is a scalar quantity. A scalar means it has only a मैग्नीट्यूड, मतलब कि इसका सिर्फ न्यूमरिक वैल्यू होता है, इसके डायरेक्शन से इसका कोई मतलब, जैसे कि हम लोग डिस्टेंस ट्रेवल पढ़ रहे थे, डिस्टेंस ट्रेवल हो गया, एरिया हो गया, वॉल्यूम हो गया, स्पीड हो गया, these all are the scalar quantity. So this is all about the today's class. All of you go through these terms in your books, and if you have a doubt, you connect with the WhatsApp groups. Thank you.